Hey, Julesblessedvegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So people, I'm going to ask you to bear with me because I am holding my phone by hand and I am going to be flipping it back and forth. So if you're a person with motion sickness, it'll only be a brief moment, but do know that it's coming. I'm going to take you down a walk of memory lane, okay? And of course, all of my videos are really for me, but I'm hoping someone will benefit from them, right? I love my JVV community. You guys are great support for me, for which I rejoice to no end, and I'm in need of support. So what it is that I have been clean in my eating for a couple of weeks, and when I do that, a lot of things come to mind. And my lesser self, including the monkey tribe, right? My primal brain, whatever, just starts haunting me. You know, like, this has been really cute, Juliana. Great little game. Can we get back to eating wrong? Can we get back to binging? Can we get back to... And it's like, no, I have to be... It's not just a why, and I definitely have a why of why I would like to honor my body, why it would serve me to stay clean. But it's really getting just angry enough at the history of what I've been through to have the courage to say, I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm just not participating in the nonsense anymore. I am done. I'm done. But I have to be done every single day, one day at a time, and in the moment. All right, so I'm going to bring you down, Jules. Memory lane. Sorry. That's all I can think of. I'm still struggling. Do you hear me? I sound dehydrated, even though I drank a ton of water. I'm overheated, even though it's after 11 o'clock at night and 90 degrees. Like, there's stuff. I'm still struggling, but I am eating clean. So part of it is that on top of everything else, like being sick the last couple of days and then trying to be better today and acting better even if I wasn't, is that school starts tomorrow. And tomorrow it's only with the teachers. So Monday and Tuesday are district meetings, working in my classroom, working with my partner teacher, and district stuff. But it's still stressful. And the kids come on Wednesday. The best way to deal with stress is to be prepared, which I am not yet. I know, hold on. Sorry. I'm just having asthma and stuff. I'm to the power of yet. Okay? I'm not ready yet. I'm going to put that power of yet video in the description of this one. Make sure you watch that. It's one of my favorites on Sesame Street. The power of yet. Yeah. Okay, so this is me 2 days before my second birthday. Ready? I'm turning you around. So this is my little self. It was Christmas. Those are those little paper Christmas things in the background. And I'm wearing orange, which is why I know this show, Orange is the New Black, stole that from my 2-year-old picture. Because you can tell I was rocking that orange jumpsuit right there, and it is prison orange. They stole that from me. Now you guys know. I had it going on, man. Orange was the new black when I was 2 years old. But that was before the noise, okay? So before physical abuse per se, I think I was just too little. I certainly couldn't stand in line and wait to be spanked, which came not much longer. Sexual abuse, not that I was aware of, though I am aware after that. I wasn't having food issues yet, though at 3 years old, I was stealing food, 4 years old, stealing from the store. So this was kind of before the noise, right? My second birthday. So then, as I've said many times, I got into already pouting about food when I was 3. And then by 4 years old, stealing from the store. And stealing out of the cookie jar at my Aunt Kay's house, you know, all that kind of stuff. Already manipulating food, sugar in particular. Sugar was my jam, no pun intended. And just dealing with that. And finally, 9 years old in third grade, starting some competitions for weight loss with my older sisters, and already beginning to mess with my mindset, my metabolism, everything. Okay, so this picture is me at 16. So here I am at 16 years old. There's no doubt that I am completely normal weight. I have no stomach to speak of. My breasts are completely in alignment with my body. Great arms. I'm in 10th grade and, looking healthy by all accounts. Now, to be fair, I was on swim team, volleyball, basketball. I mean, I was doing a lot of things. Sometimes I was starving myself, of course, because that was the game. But I have a feeling that is very similar to what my body would be. I was 5'7" and about 128 pounds. And that's what was going down at 16. And again, I didn't really know how much noisier life was going to get. So this one is when I finally had already been raped, had back surgery, partly because of my obesity. Was dealing with not knowing how to be an adult, was already teaching, and decided to just be that funny fat chick. Now, I was always considered funny and fat and grew up in a community where all the girls were very thin. Okay, 1970s thin, right? So my fat was maybe 10 pounds overweight. But I finally bought in and said, yeah, I'll be that fat chick. And this was me. I'm still, fun, smiling, loving, oh, good, and absolutely bursting at the seams. I was trying to hide when it was more obvious that I was completely seen for the size that I was, right? My nails are painted. I've got on red, which is one of my favorite colors. And yeah, just absolutely out of control, eating every single thing in the whole wide world. Now, at this point, I've, completely loved by my husband, who accepted me at any weight and never said a word about it, and turned out to be my fun food partner, and we became weekend warriors. So this is me kind of maxing out. And my face isn't healthy. I, even have like a zit right here, which I never even get. I'm sitting at the risk of blocking those around me for this group picture. I mean, seriously, I like all of a sudden you can't find me in that picture. I mean, I'd like to think that my eyes are wide open now and can be seen, but obviously the more impact on my cheeks and face and everything, the smaller and beadier my eyes become. So that's me just maxing out. Screw the world. I am loved. My husband loves me unconditionally. I'm funny. Kids love me. I've been teacher of the year. I made it through my childhood. I've been raped. I've been through many things, right? Physical abuse, everything. Let's just eat. And this is when my mom's starting to say, hun, we're going to bury you in a piano, okay? You can be as fat as you want, but just know there's consequences. So this next one is where the consequences came, and I was acutely aware things had to change. So this is when I found out about a year earlier that I had kidney failure and that I was going to die, and that the best thing I could do was, 1, lose weight, 2, get ready for dialysis, and for my own personal choice, get off medication, which I absolutely did. I knew nothing about vegan or anything else, so all I did was get off processed white sugar, still eating meat, still eating all the things. But just getting off processed white sugar allowed me to lose 100 pounds for the 4th time in my life as an adult. And that's this picture right here. So this was Christmas of 2014. And I had my waist back. I was getting my clavicle back. I was looking amazing. And the focus was not on a scale. It was on wanting to stay alive. And the weight seemingly just came off. And that's one thing they say in the 12-step program. They're like, if you focus on weight loss, you lose your abstinence. If you focus on abstinence, weight loss will naturally follow. And I know that to be true. At that time, I was living it, okay? So this next one was fast forward to 2017, 2018 school year, when I was almost finding Tanny Raw, just beginning to learn that there's vegan and raw vegan. I obviously didn't die in 2014, got super comfortable in 2015 and 16, and found myself 100 pounds heavier in 2017. And here's me. So yeah, putting on the pounds again. You can see the spasticness in my eyes, right? Like literally looking strung out or wired. Now, I haven't been a drinker for years. I wasn't on any medication per se. That was just the craziness of just chemicals, right? So then I did find Tanning Raw. And finally, as I suggested, this is the third year since the Raw resets, and it still took me about 6 months, really, until this January will be really 3 years where I was actively working any form of raw vegan or vegan food eating. But this was my first introduction to it. And again, it was to save my life. Like, are you kidding me? So what is my distress? School starting, I got rid of all my fat clothes. And the clothes I have left, I can barely fit into because I tricked myself. I was feeling insecure about summer school. About halfway through summer school, which was like mid-June, I started overeating. I knew it, but I'd buy a bunch of food and throw half of it out. So I felt really good that I was throwing half of it out. At least I didn't, best wasted money I ever did, but not counting the amount I did consume. And the summer was a blur. I lost sight of myself all summer because I was caring for other people. I wasn't caring for myself. All of a sudden, I have to be that dynamic teacher, ready to be on every minute for those kids. And I am unbelievably uncomfortable in my body. So yes, while I'm grateful for the last 3 weeks and praise God going forward tomorrow and the next day and the next, I'm just so sorry for this pattern because here I am back in 200. I was so stoked to be 192. I was like, yay, God, I'm finally in the 190s. 180 is a breath away. And in a panic, 6 times in the last year, I went above 200 again, 6 times, just like the 600 pounds I gained as an adult. I cannot do this, people. I cannot. And this is a reality check, I am going to have to uncomfortably wear those clothes. I'm not buying bigger sizes because I already know how willingly I accommodate bigger sizes. I'll fill them right in. If I have stretch pants, I'll stretch right into them. Elastic waist? No, I need a button and a zipper, and I have that. And I'm going to have to hold in my gut. I'm just going to have to pray my way through as I'm releasing this weight. So I'm so sorry to be in this place, but I wanted to walk down memory lane because, it's so true. Yes, at some point, you can always know the origin of what transpired. What is it? What was that initial thing at 3? What was that thing at 5, 9, 16? I get it. I get it all. And it's a good history to look at, but it won't get me to where I need to go. So I don't want to forget any of that. I want to love that inner child who was broken. I want to spend time with that 16-year-old and tell her that she was enough at that time. I want to apologize to that 30-year-old who buried herself for the 100th time. And I am sorry for this moment too, but my stronger self, my why, is to be able to affirm that I have been healed for so many ailments. It's ridiculous. I have been so insanely blessed with a husband who supports me and loves me at every weight. And as awkward and weird as he thinks vegan is, he's right there, to get those fruit and vegetables and learn all my silly little things and understand the definition of nice cream. You know what I mean? I'm super blessed, and I just want to live in the body that I have yet to see as an adult that God designed for me. I need that as part of my why. I want to affirm that eating plants, fruit, vegetables, healthy fats, preserving animals, sparing the planet, not contributing to climate change per se, right? Are all the better way. And that you can do this in your 50s, because let's be fair, I was already like 52 and a half when I even started. And yes, I am down 80 pounds, but I'm not down 95 pounds, which I was, right? And I've got a long ways to go, but it doesn't matter. It has to be like 2014 when I suddenly realized I was going to die if I didn't change and drop that 100 pounds. I have to realize that I'm still padding my organs. I'm still abusing my body, and that I have to focus on that and not the ridiculousness of the scale and calories and things like that. Calories matter. I got that. But what I mean is when I eat within my calorie window, I just need to know that my body will respond appropriately if I dare to care for it consistently. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because you're my peeps, right? All right. Hey, let me know. Do you have a camera that lets you flip mid-video back and forth? I would be stoked to understand that. But thanks for bearing with me. I hope I didn't make anyone sick. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.